From the moment we first gazed upon the stars, humanity has yearned to understand its place in the cosmos. This quest for origins inevitably leads us to confront the tantalizing yet perplexing notion of the first human. Did this singular being emerge fully formed, a masterpiece of creation? Or did they arise gradually, a product of countless generations evolving over eons? Join me now on a journey that will take us from the familiar narratives of our own cultures to the far reaches of human thought. We will delve into ancient scriptures, explore philosophical treatises, and confront the latest scientific discoveries, all in pursuit of understanding the origins of our species. Many of us grow up hearing tales of a Garden of Eden, a primordial paradise where the first man and woman walked with their Creator. These stories, passed down through generations, serve as foundational myths, shaping our understanding of ourselves and our relationship to the divine. But what if we look beyond the familiar, beyond the confines of our own cultural inheritance? What other stories, what other perspectives might illuminate this age-old question of our beginnings? Each tradition offers its own unique interpretation, its own set of answers to the fundamental questions of existence. By exploring these diverse perspectives, we gain a richer, more nuanced understanding of the human story. Our exploration will take us on a winding path, through ancient texts and modern interpretations. We will encounter both familiar figures and those less known, all offering pieces to the puzzle of our collective past. And while we may never uncover a definitive answer to the question of the first human, the journey itself will illuminate the depths of human imagination. The human experience is a tapestry woven from countless threads, each representing a unique culture, belief system, and perspective on the world. To truly understand the concept of the first human, we must embrace this diversity of thought, recognizing that no single narrative holds a monopoly on truth. Instead, each story, each myth, and each philosophical treatise offers a valuable piece of the puzzle. In the chapters that follow, we will embark on a global exploration of these stories, delving into the sacred texts and oral traditions of various cultures. We will encounter creation myths that speak of cosmic eggs, primordial waters, and divine beings shaping the first humans from clay or breath. We will explore philosophical concepts that challenge our very understanding of time, consciousness, and the nature of existence itself. Our journey will be one of discovery, challenging our assumptions and expanding our horizons. So, let us begin by turning our attention to the Islamic tradition, where we encounter a fascinating and often overlooked perspective on the first human. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, offers a unique and often overlooked perspective on the origin of humanity. Unlike the linear narrative of creation found in some other traditions, the Quran presents a more cyclical view, emphasizing the continuity of God's creative power throughout time and space. Within its verses lie allusions to a primordial human, a being shrouded in mystery and imbued with extraordinary abilities. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Quran's narrative is its emphasis on the singularity of God's creative power. The Quran repeatedly emphasizes that God has no need for a partner or consort in creation. This divine self-sufficiency has profound implications for understanding the creation of the first human. This understanding of God's creative power sets the stage for exploring the Quran's subtle hints at a primordial human. While the Quran does not explicitly name or describe this primordial human, it does offer tantalizing clues that have sparked centuries of debate and interpretation among Islamic scholars. Some scholars point to verses that describe God creating Adam from dust, breathing life into him, and teaching him the names of all things. Others focus on verses that describe God creating humans from a single soul, interpreting this as a reference to a primordial being from whom all humanity descended. This interpretation aligns with the Quran's emphasis on the interconnectedness of all creation. This concept of a primordial human endowed with the capacity for self-reproduction resonates with the Quran's account of Mary's miraculous conception of Jesus. Just as Mary gave birth without the intervention of a human father, so too might this primordial being have possessed the divine gift of self-generation. The Quran's description of Mary's pregnancy serves as a poignant example of God's power to transcend the limitations of the natural world. When the angel Gabriel informs Mary that she will bear a son, she responds with incredulity, asking, "How can I have a son when no man has touched me?" Gabriel's reply underscores the boundless nature of God's creative power. Thus does Allah create what He wills. When He decrees a matter, He only says to it, "Be," and it is. This same principle, the ability to create from nothing, to bring forth life from the void, could be applied to the creation of the first human. Just as God created Jesus in Mary's womb without the need for a human father, so too could God have created the primordial human, a being possessing both masculine and feminine qualities, capable of self-fertilization and the perpetuation of the species. This concept, while challenging to our modern sensibilities, reflects the Quran's emphasis on the boundless nature of God's creative power. This interpretation aligns with the Sufi tradition within Islam, which often employs allegorical interpretations of the Quran to emphasize the mystical aspects of faith. Sufis view the story of creation as a symbolic representation of the soul's journey towards God. The act of creation, in this context, becomes a metaphor for the soul's descent into the material world and its subsequent yearning for a return to its divine origin. Turning now to the Judeo-Christian tradition, we encounter the familiar story of Adam and Eve, a narrative deeply embedded in the Western consciousness. As depicted in the book of Genesis, God creates Adam, the first man, from the dust of the ground and breathes life into his nostrils. Eve, the first woman, is later fashioned from Adam's rib, establishing a profound connection between them. This creation story, while often interpreted literally, also offers a rich tapestry of symbolism, exploring themes of human nature, our relationship to the divine, and the consequences of our choices. The Genesis account emphasizes the special place humanity holds within the created order. Unlike the animals, which God brings forth from the earth and water, humans are created separately and with deliberate intention. The act of breathing life into Adam's nostrils suggests a divine spark, a soul or spirit that sets humans apart from the rest of creation. This unique status comes with both immense privilege and profound responsibility, as Adam and Eve are tasked with tending to the Garden of Eden and living in harmony with God's will. This intimate connection between humanity and the divine is further emphasized by the description of God walking with Adam and Eve in the cool of the evening. This idyllic scene portrays a harmonious relationship, one in which humans communicate directly with their Creator and experience a sense of peace and belonging within the natural world. However, this idyllic existence is not destined to last, as the serpent, a cunning and deceptive creature, enters the garden, introducing temptation and challenging the very foundations of this harmonious relationship. Section 2. Fashioned in God's image. The concept of humanity being created in the image of God has profound theological implications, shaping Christian understanding of human dignity, purpose, and our relationship to the divine. This phrase, found in Genesis 1:27, has been the subject of much debate and interpretation throughout history, with scholars grappling to understand its full meaning and significance. Some interpret it literally, suggesting humans possess physical characteristics resembling God, while others view it more metaphorically, highlighting our capacity for reason, creativity, and moral judgment as reflections of the divine nature. Regardless of interpretation, the Imago Dei concept underscores the inherent worth and value of every human being. It suggests that we are not merely biological organisms, but beings imbued with a divine spark, a reflection of the Creator within us. This understanding has profound implications for how we treat ourselves, one another, and the natural world. It calls us to recognize the sanctity of human life, to uphold the dignity of all people, and to care for the creation we share. The concept of humans as image bearers of God also implies a responsibility to reflect the divine attributes in our thoughts, words, and actions. Just as a mirror reflects an image, so too are we called to reflect the love, compassion, justice, and creativity of our Creator in our interactions with the world around us. This responsibility extends not only to our fellow human beings, but also to the natural world, as we are called to be stewards of creation, caring for the earth and all its inhabitants. Section 3. The Serpent and the Apple. The serpent's appearance in the Garden of Eden marks a pivotal moment in the Genesis narrative, introducing temptation, deception, and ultimately the fall of humanity from grace. The serpent, often associated with Satan in Christian tradition, cunningly appeals to Eve's curiosity and desire for knowledge, challenging God's command not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The serpent's words, "You will not surely die," sow seeds of doubt in Eve's mind, prompting her to question God's word and ultimately succumb to temptation. The act of eating the forbidden fruit, often depicted as an apple in Western art, represents a transgression against God's authority and a desire for knowledge and power beyond human limits. This act of disobedience has far-reaching consequences, fracturing the harmonious relationship between humanity and God and introducing sin and suffering into the world. The once pristine Garden of Eden becomes a place of toil and hardship, as Adam and Eve are forced to confront the consequences of their actions. The serpent's deception and Eve's subsequent choice highlight the vulnerability of human nature to temptation and the allure of forbidden knowledge. It serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the dangers of pride, disobedience, and the pursuit of power, without regard for divine guidance or moral boundaries. The story of the fall, while often interpreted as a literal event, also offers a profound meditation on the nature of good and evil, the consequences of our choices, and the enduring human struggle with temptation and sin. Section 4. Expulsion and Exile. The consequences of Adam and Eve's disobedience are swift and severe. Their eyes are opened, and they become aware of their nakedness, experiencing shame and vulnerability for the first time. God confronts them, and their attempts to shift blame reveal the depth of their transgression. As punishment for their disobedience, Adam and Eve are banished from the Garden of Eden, exiled from paradise and forced to confront a world now filled with toil, pain, and death. The expulsion from Eden represents a profound loss of innocence and a separation from the divine presence. The once harmonious relationship between humanity and God is fractured, replaced by a sense of alienation and a longing for the paradise that has been lost. Adam and Eve's expulsion also marks the beginning of human history as we know it, a history marked by both progress and struggle, by both acts of great love and compassion and moments of profound darkness and destruction. Despite the hardships they now face, Adam and Eve are not abandoned by God. Even in their exile, God provides them with clothing, demonstrating His continued care and concern for their well-being. This act of compassion offers a glimmer of hope amidst the despair, suggesting that even in the face of sin and separation, God's love for humanity remains steadfast. Section 5. Original Sin and Redemption. The concept of original sin, a cornerstone of Christian theology, arises from the Genesis account of the fall. This doctrine posits that Adam and Eve's disobedience in the Garden of Eden corrupted human nature, transmitting a stain of sin to all their descendants. This inherited sinfulness, according to Christian belief, separates humanity from God and inclines us towards selfishness, greed, and other vices. It is this inherent brokenness this separation from the divine that necessitates redemption. The Christian faith offers a path to redemption through the person of Jesus Christ, who is believed to be the Son of God, both fully divine and fully human. Through his sacrificial death on the cross, Jesus atones for the sins of humanity, bridging the gulf that separates us from God. By accepting Jesus Christ as Lord and Saviour, Christians believe they are cleansed from the stain of original sin and reconciled to God, restoring the relationship that was broken in the Garden of Eden. The Genesis narrative, with its themes of creation, fall, and redemption, provides a foundational framework for understanding the Christian worldview. It offers a lens through which to interpret human history, the human condition, and our ultimate purpose and destiny. While interpretations of the story vary, its enduring power lies in its ability to grapple with fundamental questions about human nature, our relationship to the divine, and the possibility of hope and restoration amidst the complexities of a fallen world. Section 1. The Tao and the Unknowable. Venturing eastward, we encounter the profound wisdom of Taoism, an ancient Chinese philosophy rooted in the concept of the Tao, often translated as the way or the path. The Tao Te Ching, attributed to the sage Lao Tzu, offers a unique perspective on the origin of the universe and humanity, one that emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things and the cyclical nature of existence. Unlike the creation narratives found in some other traditions, Taoism does not posit a singular, anthropomorphic creator deity. Instead, it speaks of a primordial force, the Tao, from which all things emerge and to which they ultimately return. The Tao is described as both immanent and transcendent, both the source of all things and the underlying principle governing their existence. It is often compared to water, flowing effortlessly, adapting to its surroundings, yet possessing immense power to shape and transform. Just as water carves canyons and nourishes life, so too does the Tao guide the unfolding of the cosmos, a subtle yet ever-present force shaping the destiny of all beings. The Tao Te Ching speaks of the Tao in paradoxical terms, emphasizing its ineffability and the limitations of human language to fully grasp its nature. It is described as the nameless, the uncarved block, and the emptiness that is the source of all forms. This emphasis on the unknowable nature of the Tao invites us to approach the question of our origins with humility, recognizing the limits of our human understanding and the vastness of the mysteries that surround us. Section 2. The First Breath of Existence. While the Tao itself is beyond human comprehension, the Tao Te Ching offers glimpses into the process by which the universe emerged from this primordial state of unity. It describes a time before time, a state of undifferentiated potentiality referred to as Wu Qi, meaning without extremes or limitless. From this state of pure potentiality, the Tao spontaneously gives rise to the dualistic forces of yin and yang, the cosmic dance of opposites that underlies all of creation. Yin and yang represent the fundamental polarities that shape our experience: light and dark, male and female, creation and destruction. These forces are not seen as opposing, but rather as complementary aspects of a single reality, constantly interacting and intermingling to create the dynamic flow of existence. Just as a breath consists of both inhalation and exhalation, so too does the cosmos breathe in and out, expanding and contracting, creating and dissolving in an endless cycle of becoming. This cyclical view of existence challenges the linear narratives of creation found in some other traditions. There is no definitive beginning or end, only an ongoing process of transformation and renewal. From the perspective of the Tao, the question of the first human becomes less about identifying a specific individual and more about understanding the principles that govern the emergence of life and consciousness within the grand tapestry of the cosmos. Section 3. From Emptiness to Form. Central to Taoist thought is the concept of emptiness, or Wu, not as a void but as a state of infinite potential. Just as a potter molds clay from an empty space within the vessel, so too does the Tao give rise to all forms from a place of profound emptiness. This emptiness is not something to be feared, but rather embraced as the source of all creativity and possibility. The Tao Te Ching speaks of the 10,000 things arising from the Tao, a metaphor for the boundless diversity and interconnectedness of the natural world. Each being, from the smallest grain of sand to the vast expanse of the heavens, is seen as a unique manifestation of the Tao, a temporary expression of the underlying unity that pervades all of creation. This perspective fosters a deep sense of reverence for the natural world and a recognition of the interconnectedness of all life. Within this cosmic dance of creation and dissolution, the emergence of humanity is seen as a natural unfolding of the Tao, a moment of heightened consciousness within the grand scheme of existence. Rather than seeking to define a singular first human, Taoism invites us to contemplate the interconnectedness of all beings and our place within the intricate web of life that connects us all. Section 4. The Cosmic Dance of Creation. The Taoist understanding of creation emphasizes spontaneity, a natural unfolding of the cosmos, guided by the subtle yet pervasive influence of the Tao. Just as a seed contains within it the blueprint for a mighty tree, so too does the Tao contain within it the potential for all things to emerge and unfold according to their own inherent nature. This process is not seen as the result of a conscious design or plan, but rather as an effortless expression of the Tao's inherent creativity. The Tao Te Ching compares the Tao's action to that of a skilled artisan who works with effortless grace, allowing the material to take shape organically under their guidance. Similarly, the Tao shapes the universe not through force or intervention, but through its subtle influence, guiding the flow of energy and matter, allowing forms to arise, flourish, and eventually dissolve back into the primordial soup from which they came. This perspective on creation challenges our human tendency to seek definitive answers and explanations. The Taoist approach invites us to embrace the mystery of existence, to find beauty in the impermanence of all things, and to live in harmony with the natural flow of the cosmos. Recognizing that we are all part of a grand, interconnected dance of creation and dissolution. Section 1. The Hymns of Creation. Journeying deeper into the heart of ancient India, we encounter the Vedas, a vast collection of hymns, prayers, and rituals that form the foundation of Hinduism. Among these sacred texts are profound cosmological hymns that offer glimpses into the Vedic understanding of creation, the origin of the universe, and the emergence of humanity. Unlike the narratives found in some other traditions, the Vedas present a more fluid and multifaceted view of creation, one that embraces paradox and celebrates the interplay of the physical and the metaphysical. The creation hymns of the Rig Veda, the oldest of the four Vedas, are particularly renowned for their poetic beauty and philosophical depth. These hymns, often referred to as Nasadya Sukta or Hymn of Creation, pose fundamental questions about the nature of existence, the source of the universe, and the role of the divine in the cosmic order. They speak of a time before time, a state of pure potentiality, where even the gods had yet to emerge. One of the most striking aspects of the Vedic creation hymns is their emphasis on the unknowable nature of the ultimate reality. The hymns acknowledge the limitations of human language and intellect to fully grasp the mystery of creation. They speak of a reality that transcends our categories of thought, a realm beyond the reach of our senses and our capacity for comprehension. Yet, even as they acknowledge this fundamental unknowability, the hymns also celebrate the human impulse to seek understanding, to probe the depths of existence, and to connect with the divine through contemplation and ritual. Within the rich tapestry of Vedic cosmology, we encounter evocative imagery that speaks to the human imagination and offers symbolic representations of the creation process. One such image is that of the Hiranyagarbha, the golden embryo or cosmic egg, which is said to have contained the potential for the entire universe within its shimmering shell. This primordial egg floating upon the vast expanse of the cosmic ocean represents the undifferentiated unity of all things before the emergence of form and distinction. According to the Vedic hymns, the Hiranyagarbha eventually split open, giving birth to the heavens and the earth, the gods and the mortals, and all the myriad forms that populate the cosmos. This act of creation is often associated with the god Prajapati, the lord of creatures, who is depicted as the cosmic architect, shaping the universe from the primordial chaos. Another recurring motif in Vedic cosmology is that of the primordial waters, often referred to as the waters of life or the ocean of being. These waters, representing the source of all creation, are envisioned as a vast, undifferentiated expanse, a cosmic womb from which all beings emerge and to which they ultimately return. This imagery resonates with creation myths found in other cultures, suggesting a shared human fascination with the power and mystery of water as a symbol of life, transformation, and the interconnectedness of all things. Central to Vedic thought is the concept of sacrifice, or yajna, which is seen as a sacred act that sustains the cosmic order and connects the human and divine realms. One of the most profound creation myths found in the Vedas is that of the Purusha Sukta, the hymn of man, which describes the creation of the universe through the primordial sacrifice of a cosmic being named Purusha. According to this hymn, Purusha is a vast, all-encompassing being who embodies the totality of existence. The gods, desiring to create the world, perform a grand yajna, offering up Purusha as the ultimate sacrifice. From his dismembered body, the various elements of the cosmos are born. His head becomes the heavens, his feet the earth, his breath the wind, and his eyes the sun and moon. Humanity too emerges from this cosmic sacrifice, with the four varnas or social classes arising from different parts of Purusha's body. While often interpreted literally, the sacrifice of Purusha can also be understood as a powerful metaphor for the interconnectedness of all creation and the inherent unity that underlies the apparent diversity of the cosmos. Just as the organs of a body work together to sustain life, so too are all beings and elements of the universe interconnected and interdependent, each playing a vital role in the grand tapestry of existence. In later Hindu tradition, the god Shiva, often depicted as the cosmic dancer, embodies the dynamic interplay of creation and destruction that characterizes the universe. Shiva's cosmic dance, known as the Tandava, represents the cyclical nature of existence, with creation arising from destruction and destruction, paving the way for new life. This dance is not seen as chaotic, but rather as a perfectly orchestrated expression of divine power and creativity. Shiva's dance is said to take place within a ring of fire, representing the cycle of birth, death and rebirth that governs all things. His four arms hold symbols of creation and destruction: the Damaru drum, which beats the rhythm of creation; the Trishula trident, which represents the three gunas, or qualities of nature; the fire, which symbolizes both creation and destruction; and the cobra, which represents the cycle of life and death. The image of Shiva's dance offers a powerful reminder that the universe is in a constant state of flux, with creation and destruction forever intertwined. It is a vision of the cosmos as a dynamic, ever-evolving entity, where change is the only constant and where even death is not an end but a transition to a new beginning. This perspective invites us to embrace the impermanence of all things, to find beauty in the cycle of life and death, and to live in harmony with the rhythms of the cosmos. As we stand at the confluence of these diverse cultural and religious narratives, we begin to perceive intriguing points of convergence amidst the apparent disparities. Each tradition, in its own unique language and symbolism, grapples with the profound mystery of our origins, seeking to illuminate the path from the primordial chaos to the emergence of conscious life. Whether through the Quran's allusions to a primordial human embodying divine creative power, the biblical portrayal of Adam and Eve fashioned in God's image, the Taoist emphasis on the Tao's effortless unfolding, or the Vedic hymns celebrating the cosmic dance of creation and destruction, a common thread emerges: the recognition of a profound interconnectedness between humanity and the cosmos. Despite their differences in detail and interpretation, these narratives share a fundamental reverence for the creative power that underpins existence. Whether attributed to a singular god, the impersonal Tao, or the cosmic dance of divine energies, this creative force is recognized as the wellspring from which all beings and phenomena arise. This shared recognition transcends cultural boundaries, pointing to a deep-seated human intuition that we are not isolated entities, but rather integral threads woven into the vast tapestry of the cosmos. This sense of interconnectedness extends beyond our relationship with the cosmos to encompass our shared ancestry as a species. While each tradition offers its own unique perspective on the nature of the first human, they all ultimately converge on the understanding that we are all descended from a common ancestor, a progenitor who embodies the potential and possibilities inherent in the human lineage. This shared origin story serves as a powerful reminder of our fundamental unity as a species, transcending the superficial differences that often divide us. While the narratives we've explored offer profound insights into the human longing for meaning and connection with the divine, the lens of science provides a different perspective on the question of our origins. Through the meticulous study of fossils, DNA analysis, and the reconstruction of ancient environments, paleoanthropologists and geneticists have pieced together a compelling narrative of human evolution, tracing our lineage back millions of years to our common ancestor with other primates. The scientific story of human origins is one of gradual change, adaptation, and diversification. It tells of a lineage that diverged from our ape cousins in the forests of Africa, embarking on a remarkable journey that led to the development of bipedalism, the expansion of the brain, and the emergence of language, culture, and technology. This journey was not linear, but rather a complex branching process, with multiple hominin species coexisting and interbreeding, leaving behind a fragmentary fossil record that scientists painstakingly piece together like a puzzle. Through genetic analysis, scientists have traced the origins of our species, Homo sapiens, to Africa, roughly 300,000 years ago. Our ancestors migrated out of Africa, spreading across the globe, adapting to diverse environments and eventually replacing other hominin species, such as Neanderthals and Denisovans, with whom they also interbred, leaving traces of their DNA in our own. This scientific narrative, while devoid of the supernatural elements found in religious myths, is no less awe-inspiring, revealing the intricate dance of chance and selection that shaped our species and our place in the web of life. How then do we reconcile these seemingly disparate narratives, the poetic symbolism of ancient myths and the empirical rigor of scientific inquiry? Rather than viewing them as mutually exclusive, perhaps we can embrace both as complementary facets of a multifaceted truth. The narratives we've explored speak to the enduring human need to find meaning and purpose in a vast and often indifferent universe. They offer frameworks for understanding our place in the cosmos, our relationship to the divine, and the ethical dimensions of human existence. Science, on the other hand, provides a powerful set of tools for understanding the physical processes that govern the universe, from the subatomic realm to the evolution of galaxies. It allows us to trace the history of life on Earth, to decipher the genetic code that underpins our existence, and to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos with increasing precision. While science may not provide answers to ultimate questions of meaning and purpose, it offers a framework for understanding the how and when of our origins, illuminating the physical processes that gave rise to the conditions necessary for life to emerge. Rather than seeking to reconcile these perspectives into a single monolithic narrative, perhaps the most enriching approach is to embrace the inherent complexity and mystery of our origins. Just as a tapestry derives its richness from the interplay of diverse threads, so too can our understanding of the first human be enriched by weaving together the insights of science, religion, philosophy, and art. By embracing this multifaceted approach, we open ourselves to a more nuanced and profound understanding of our place in the grand tapestry of the cosmos. Section 4. Our enduring quest. The quest to understand our origins is ultimately a quest to understand ourselves. By exploring the diverse narratives and scientific discoveries that illuminate our past, we gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of factors that have shaped us as individuals and as a species. This understanding, in turn, can inform our present and future, guiding us towards a more compassionate, just and sustainable future for all. As we continue to probe the mysteries of the cosmos and unravel the secrets of our own biology, we are constantly confronted with new questions and challenges. The discovery of each new fossil, the decoding of each new gene, and the development of each new technology opens up new avenues of exploration, pushing the boundaries of our knowledge and prompting us to re-examine our place in the grand scheme of things. This ongoing quest for understanding is a testament to the enduring human spirit, our insatiable curiosity, and our deep-seated desire to make sense of the world around us. While we may never uncover all the answers, the journey itself is what enriches our lives, connecting us to the generations who came before us, and inspiring those who will follow in our footsteps. The story of the first human is ultimately a story about all of us. A story that continues to unfold with each passing generation as we strive to create a more just, compassionate and sustainable future for all who share this planet we call home. Section 1. The Unfolding Tapestry. Our exploration of the first human has taken us on a winding journey from the ancient myths and sacred texts of diverse cultures to the cutting edge of scientific discovery. We have encountered primordial beings imbued with divine power, witnessed the creation of humanity from dust and breath, and traced our lineage back through millennia of evolutionary change. And while a definitive answer to the question of our ultimate origin may forever remain elusive, the very act of seeking has illuminated the profound depths of human imagination, our enduring quest for meaning, and our unyielding desire to understand our place in the grand tapestry of the cosmos. Each narrative we have encountered, whether rooted in religious belief or scientific inquiry, offers a unique thread, contributing to the rich and multifaceted tapestry of human understanding. The creation myths passed down through generations speak to our innate need to make sense of the world around us, to find order amidst chaos, and to connect with a power greater than ourselves. They provide a framework for understanding our place in the cosmic order, our relationship to the divine, and the ethical dimensions of human existence. The scientific narrative, grounded in empirical observation and rigorous analysis, offers a different yet equally compelling perspective. It reveals the awe-inspiring power of natural processes, the interconnectedness of all life on Earth, and the remarkable journey of our species from its humble beginnings to its current dominance on the planet. While science may not provide answers to ultimate questions of meaning and purpose, it offers a powerful lens through which to appreciate the intricate beauty and complexity of the natural world and our place within it. Section 2. A mirror to ourselves. The enduring fascination with the first human is, at its core, a reflection of our own humanity. By seeking to understand our origins, we are ultimately seeking to understand ourselves, our strengths and weaknesses, our capacity for both great love and unimaginable cruelty, our yearning for connection and our fear of the unknown. Each narrative we have explored, each myth and scientific theory, offers a mirror reflecting back to us a different facet of our own nature. The creation stories of the Quran, the Bible, the Tao Te Ching and the Vedas all grapple with fundamental questions about human nature. Where did we come from? What is our purpose? What is the relationship between humanity and the divine? These narratives, while differing in their specific answers, all reflect the human search for meaning and purpose in a vast and often indifferent universe. They offer frameworks for understanding our place in the cosmic order, our responsibility to one another and to the natural world, and the possibility of transcendence and redemption. The scientific exploration of our origins, while seemingly more objective and detached, also ultimately reflects our own humanity. The drive to understand the natural world, to unravel its mysteries and unlock its secrets, is a testament to the unique human capacity for curiosity, ingenuity, and a thirst for knowledge. And as we delve deeper into the intricacies of genetics, evolutionary biology, and paleoanthropology, we are constantly reminded of the interconnectedness of all life on Earth, our shared ancestry with other species, and the delicate balance of ecosystems that sustain us all. Section 3. Embracing the mystery. As we stand at the intersection of these diverse narratives, we are confronted with a profound realization. The more we learn, the more we become aware of the vastness of what we don't know. The origin of the universe, the emergence of life, the nature of consciousness. These remain some of the most profound and enduring mysteries that continue to challenge our understanding. And while science has made remarkable strides in illuminating these mysteries, there will always be questions that lie beyond the reach of empirical investigation, questions that touch upon the very nature of existence itself. Rather than viewing this uncertainty as a source of frustration or despair, perhaps we can embrace it as an invitation to humility, wonder, and a continued pursuit of knowledge. The realization that we may never fully comprehend the ultimate origins of the universe or the precise moment when consciousness first flickered to life need not diminish the awe and wonder we experience when contemplating the vastness of space and time, the intricate beauty of a single cell, or the miracle of human consciousness itself. In the words of the poet Rainer Maria Rilke, live the questions now. Perhaps you will gradually, without noticing it, live your way into the answer to some distant day. The quest for understanding our origins is not a race to be won, but rather an ongoing journey of discovery. A journey that challenges us to expand our minds, deepen our compassion, and cultivate a sense of wonder and humility in the face of the unknown. Section 4. The legacy we inherit. The stories we tell about our origins, whether rooted in ancient myths or scientific discoveries, shape our understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. They influence our values, our beliefs, and our actions, impacting not only our own lives, but also the lives of generations to come. It is therefore incumbent upon us to approach these narratives with a critical yet open mind, to engage with them thoughtfully, and to consider the ethical implications of the stories we choose to embrace and pass down. The narratives we inherit from the past can be both a source of inspiration and a source of division. They can foster a sense of shared humanity, reminding us of our common origins and interconnectedness, or they can be used to justify prejudice, discrimination, and violence. It is up to us to choose how we interpret and utilize these narratives, to discern the wisdom they offer while remaining vigilant against their potential for harm. As we move forward into an increasingly complex and interconnected world, it is more important than ever to cultivate a sense of shared humanity, grounded in the understanding that we are all part of a single interconnected web of life. By embracing the diversity of human experience, respecting the wisdom of ancient traditions, and remaining open to the insights of science, we can create a more just, compassionate, and sustainable future for all who share this planet we call home. Section 5. A Future Illuminated. The quest to understand our origins is ultimately a quest to understand our future. By exploring the narratives and scientific discoveries that illuminate our past, we gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of factors that have shaped us as individuals and as a species. This understanding, in turn, can inform our present and future, guiding us towards a more compassionate, just, and sustainable world. As we continue to probe the mysteries of the cosmos and unravel the secrets of our own biology, we will undoubtedly encounter new challenges and ethical dilemmas. The rapid pace of technological advancement, the growing threat of climate change, and the persistent inequalities that plague our world demand that we draw upon the wisdom of the past, the insights of science, and the boundless potential of human ingenuity to navigate the complexities of the 21st century and beyond. The story of the first human is ultimately a story about all of us, a story that continues to unfold with each passing generation. It is a story about our shared origins, our interconnectedness, our capacity for both great love and unimaginable cruelty, and our enduring quest for meaning and purpose in a vast and often indifferent universe. By embracing the complexity of this story, by acknowledging both the light and shadow within ourselves and our shared history, we can move forward with greater wisdom, compassion, and a renewed sense of hope for the future of humanity and the planet we call home.